Burnley grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Great vision. Well timed, excellent interception. Florentino Luis. He's got away.
That's good play from him.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
I just think, though, that was selfish and a little uncalled for him. He must have been aware that he had options to his left.
Palmer! It's there! And they get themselves in front! You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
There's the whistle for half-time. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Chelsea are leading by one in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time. And the game has already resumed here. Doué. Caicedo. Now it's Broja. This looks promising. Ugo Chukwu. Threads one in. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Osimhen unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Looking to play him in. No, that's been intercepted. Caicedo. For Palmer. And it's Doué. Plays a sharp little ball here. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Now it's Broja. Anthony. And he's had it nicked away. And he's intervened well there. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Now it's Doué. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Now it's Osimhen. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Nicely shaped ball. He has a look up. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
And here's Osimhen. And a chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Now it's Broja. Tries to pass it through. Ugochukwu. And that will be it. Chelsea pull through, sometimes by hook. Sometimes by crook, but that needn't matter. They have the win, and that's what they needed. Palmer, voted man of the match,
Unlucky
and
lad.
deservedly so.
Let's hope for better luck next time.
How would you sum up what we've witnessed? So hello and welcome one and all from what I can only describe as footballing utopia. The weather is perfect, the fans are in great voice, and the players are all set to get started. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And already we're underway here. Now it's Okafor. Now, can they get him away? Aronson is onto this. He gets big! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Calvert-Lewin actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, one of the most talked about players in recent times is this guy, Dominic Calvert-Lewin. I really like his enthusiasm, his energy, his commitment, his attitude. The way he goes about his business is with real purpose, and that stands out.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. He's in plenty of space here. He's found a way through. And it's James. Ball driven towards the far post. And he's managed to get rid. Gruev. So it is still 0-0. Threads one in. Okafor going full tilt down the left. Palmer. And Doué. Chelsea looking to pass their way through. Gruev. Aronson. Calvert-Lewin. Now it's Okafor. Oh, well played, well played.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Doué powering forward here. Darlow claims comfortably. Well, there's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. And he stands tall, impenetrable. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Cucurella cuts out the pass. Doué takes a look up. Caicedo. Now it's Osimhen. Good ball, good take. He's shifting through the gears here. Palmer! And it's a goal! With half-time at hand. Perfect timing. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Number 10.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap what...
And the first 45 minutes are up. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised. Hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think. Something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Chelsea are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Fernandes. And it's Palmer. Now James. Palmer. And it's Fernandes. And it's Doué. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Okafor can get it clear. Leeds are looking to go forward now. Team still separated by the game's only goal. So we've reached the hour mark. Now it's Calvert-Lewin. Ampadu. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble.
Decent chance! He scores! They are right back in business.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
That is a super smooth goal, beautiful manoeuvring of the ball, and splendid authority in the finish.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, that certainly raised the temperature in here, and both sides are looking to up their game accordingly.
Palmer. Osimhen. Oh, there's a probing ball. And he cuts out the supply. Goodmanson. Strauch kept his eye on it, and he's there. Tries to pass it through. Picked out brilliantly, and he's... Osimhen! Really well taken goal. A landmark moment for a player of grand significance, his 50th goal. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Substitution in progress.
Leeds choosing to make the first change. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Just a quarter of an hour to play.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now. This is the time you need that pace.
And it's Caicedo. Now it's Doué. Now it's Palmer. Great ball, and he's in, and the shot! It's in! And surely that does it! Perfect time, decisive strike. Simplicity itself.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Number 41, substitution on the field, number 14.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Chelsea take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
That'll be a throw-in.
Substitution on the field, number 41, Esteval. Number 8,
Lavia.
Fernandez.
Chelsea
Number 25,
finding their passes.
Caicedo. Coming on the field,
Pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Pedro Nacho.
Gruev.
Number 45, Lavia. Number
Now it's
17.
Palmer.
Substitution, 6 added minutes has been
Cucurella.
indicated.
Nicely weighted ball. There will be a throw-in.
Substitution on the field, number 9, Osimhen. Coming on to replace him is
Colwill.
number 11.
Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Justin. Now Aronson. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. It's a super show all round, both sides doing their best to impose themselves. but one evidently, undeniably better equipped than the other. So what do you take away from it? And so the calm before the storm. A game this so engraved into sporting history. These two teams have squared up so many times before. It is a rivalry whose significance has never been diluted and never ever will be. All stemming from that simple dread at the very idea of losing each to the other. Everyone here is obliged to win. And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. So bring it on.
Well, it's certainly going to be huge, Peter. The demands, both physical and mental, on these players out there will be massive, and there's going to be a big responsibility on both captains to keep the players in check. We need talkers to ensure that everyone plays the game, and not this occasion.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Palmer! It's there! You don't keep those outs. He just knew.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Goal! After 7 minutes is number 10, Palmer!
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. That has been cut short. Chelsea leading here thanks to that early goal, and the score is 1-0. That is good alertness. Casemiro. Manchester United finding their passes. He's in plenty of space here. Cucurella. And it's Bruno Fernandes. That's a shade optimistic. Caicedo. More and more pressure on the ball here. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Shot could be on. Bruno Fernandes. That's good running with the ball. And well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Doué. Can he get it through? Now it's Osimhen. Casemiro. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Oh, that's a key interception. Doué. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Martinez. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And it's Caicedo. Doué. And the finish! and kept out by the most elastic of saves.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Knocks it into space. Bruno Fernandes moves wide and looking to get onto this. And they're quick to get it back. Shaw. Here comes the cross. Cleared away. Palmer. Looking for options for movement. He's picked his way through. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps, that's not too much to ask.
Chelsea having to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out, see if you can open them up a bit more.
Osimhen. Now it's Osimhen. Casemiro. Shaw. Tries to play it through. Oh, super ball. He's shooting chance. It's fallen kindly here, and again. It's a goal. Manchester United are back on level terms. Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
306.
It's a promising position. He's shifting through the gears here. Plays it across. He's got tall. And that's caused a worry or two.
Ahmad is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Casemiro gathers from the goal kick. He's gone for goal! He's got away with one there.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 19, Mbeumo. Coming on to replace him is number 30, Šeško.
Manchester United can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Yeah, there's going to be a significant change of approach, I think. They really are shaking up their attack now.
Bruno Fernandes. And it's Shaw. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Bruno Fernandes. And he's picked it up out wide. Delivers with whip. Chance! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
James. Half an hour gone in the second half. Chelsea really will have to throw everything at this now. A good play on the left-hand side here. Pinches it off him.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 16, Ahmad. Coming on the field is number 3, Mazraoui.
Cucurella kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Oh, that's fabulous.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Substitutions taking place.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put.
He's having a shot! Oh, what about that? And that may just do it!
The goal scored for Manchester United.
Manchester United
After
complete their
86
comeback,
minutes.
and now they only need to hold out for a few minutes.
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet. I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Minutes has been indicated.
This looks promising. He is through here. Decent chance! Caicedo. Into stoppage time, very little left on it. Palmer. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. A shrug, a rueful stare at his counterpart, but the manager knows that the story has gone against him. It's a defeat that hurts.